Is it me, or does having my hair parted to the side make my forehead 10 times bigger? Maybe. But big forehead bitches run the world, so save your comments. I'm Nemesis. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so before we get started, let's talk about the song of the big figure. What? I try to avoid highlighting songs that TikTok or Instagram Reels have already hyped up too much. But I don't think this one has been hyped up too much, but I did discover it through Instagram Reels. And I'm talking about the song Bad Day by Justus Bennett's? Justus? I don't know, this fucking guy. That specific song, Bad Day, reminds me of I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance. And if you were a former emo child like me, you know what I'm talking about. Let's carry on. Alright, so as you saw by this how to last video. What is the accent? Today we're doing a little Q&A. Yay! I know that for some people Q&As are like a cop-out for creating original content,
and you might be right,
but I also find Q&As to be very important, because even though I've been making a lot of like hair tutorials and hair product reviews and giving you guys as many of my wavy hair tips and tricks as possible, doing these types of Q&As allows me to actually address the questions that you actually want answers to. But I also open the floor to any questions you might have about me personally, or like me as a content creator. Hi, it's editing me. So about that, I actually ended up cutting all the questions that you guys asked me about my personal life and me as a content creator, because after watching the footage, I talked way too much, and literally like a minority of you care about all that shit. So I'm gonna spare you of all that for now. And we're just gonna focus on the hair questions on this video. I'm so sorry if you were one of the people that asked a personal question. I'm so sorry. I'm just kind of like not ready to share all that information online. And so yeah, we're just gonna focus on hair questions. Enjoy the video. Let's start with the hair question. First question is, do you have a routine for air drying your hair / not using the diffuser? Baby, child, no. Truly no, because if I'm not using my diffuser, it basically means that I'm not gonna style my hair. My diffuser is an essential tool for whenever I'm going to style my hair, because my hair takes way too long to dry by itself. It can take up to 5+ hours. And you think I got the time? Babes, no. On the days that I don't use my diffuser, it means I'm just gonna put some leave-in conditioner, let that bitch air dry probably for a few hours, and then put it up in a bun. But I know that there are tons of wavies and curlies out there that do that air dry by either literally just styling and letting it air dry and that's it. There's wavies and curlies that plop their hair. If you don't know what plop means, it means that like they put their styling products and they plop their hair in a microfiber towel, and that just makes their hair dry quicker, and that way they avoid using heat. And there are other wavies and curlies that do root clipping, which means, you know, putting those little clips on your roots to add volume, and then they let it air dry and it works for them, and that's great. It just doesn't work for me because I hate waiting 5 to 6 hours for my hair to dry, so I just don't do it, honestly. Second question, my girl over here said, my hair is hella dry. What are your recommendations for super dry hair? All right, so I myself have dry hair, but it's not hella dry. I guess it's like prone to dryness. These are my tips. This is what has worked for me. I hope that it works for you. First thing, if you have hella dry hair, avoid washing your hair as much as possible. Meaning, maybe don't wash your hair 3 times a week. Maybe wash it once or twice if you have an oily scalp, which I do. Second tip I can give you, maybe try replacing your shampoo for a co-wash. If you don't know what a co-wash is basically a combination of shampoo and a conditioner in one. It's like a cleansing conditioner. They are way less harsh than shampoos. They usually don't lather, and they are way more moisturizing. Try that. It didn't work for me because I have a very oily scalp, but if you have a dry scalp and dry hair, maybe co-washing your hair could work for you. Third tip I can give you is to deep condition on every single wash day that you do. You can go all out and deep condition for like up to an hour, or you can just use a deep conditioner, and one of those that you leave on for 10 minutes and then rinse off, like the Don't Despair Repair Mask or the other one from Biogio, their Curl Charisma Rice Amino, whatever, I'll put that picture there. And the fourth tip, and my personal favorite, is to seal in everything with an oil after you finish styling your hair. Oils have fucking changed the game for me. There are treatment oils, like hot oils that you can do like masks with. There's little oils that you can just use to refresh your hair. There's oils that you can use to like just on your ends. There's oils for your scalp. There's oils for so many different freaking purposes. My personal favorite is the Verde Moringa and Jojoba treatment oil, but I love it so much because I can use it as a treatment. I can use it mixed in with my deep conditioner. I can use it to scrunch out the crunch. I can use it to tame frizz. I can use it for so many things, and it, god damn, it's just so good. So yeah, those are my tips. Also, don't forget about your leave-in conditioner. Obviously, I made a lot. Third question, Shorty over here asks, ¿recomiendas algún mousse para pelo wavy y fino? Si son del curly girl method, mejor. If you don't speak Spanish. She's asking for a mousse recommendation for fine wavy hair. So I am probably not the best person to recommend mousses because I don't use mousses anymore. Sorry, but I've used a couple of mousses, especially from the drugstore. I don't think I've ever used a high-end mousse, and out of all the ones that I tried from the drugstore, I think my personal favorite was the one from Not Your Mother's. Is this one here, the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk something mousse. I actually used that one for a good while, and I used to layer it on top of my gel, which was very intense. That's why I kind of stopped using it. But there were a couple of wash days that instead of using a cream, a gel, and a mousse, I used a cream and a mousse by itself, and it gave me great results. Mousses they're kind of great if you have fine hair because they're not as heavy as a gel. So I understand why people with fine hair would gravitate more towards mousses, and that one was very moussey. It was very light. Like you could get a whole ton, like a whole mountain of mousse, and it would still feel lightweight. Versus there's one that I used from the brand Marc Anthony. That one was so creamy that it actually started feeling sticky and heavy on my hair. So definitely that one. Yes, the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk one. I don't know if it's the best because I haven't tried a lot of mousses because I don't use mousses anymore, but I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. Somebody else asked, how do you tell the difference between needing moisture versus needing protein? Okay, I think that this is one of the first topics that you run into when you start your curly hair transition, and then you hit a wall because you're like, what the fuck is that? It's a little complicated when you first try to understand it. And actually, I'm going to refer you to this video I made where I spent quite a bit of that video explaining why your hair needs protein and how it works and the benefits of protein and all of that. Go check that video because I do really kind of go in deeper on it. But to answer specifically your question, how can I tell which one I need? To put it as simple as possible, I know that I need protein when I can tell that there's a lack of definition on my hair. Like if I notice that I'm having trouble getting my clumps to clump together and my ringlets to curl the way that they actually do, that's when I feel like, actually, I'm gonna do a little mask with protein today and maybe use a defining cream that also has protein. Versus, I know that I need moisture when I notice that my hair is extra frizzy and extra dry. That's as simple as I can put it. But I know it's more complicated than that. Please just go watch this video. I give more visual examples of knowing when your hair needs protein and how to make sure that you don't overdo it with the protein and make sure that you don't overdo it with the moisture. It's a little bit complicated, but once you get a grasp on it, sis, I promise that it becomes second nature every time you wash your hair. All right, same girl asked, do you use regular conditioner and leave-in conditioner in the same wash day? Product red? Okay, yes, I do. My go-to conditioner plus leave-in conditioner combo are the ones from Kristen S. Actually, you know what? Let me get the bottles. All right, here they are. This is the Kristen S Moisture Rich Curl Conditioner. And this is the Kristen S Ultra Hydrating Curl Leave-In Cream. This combo is so good. And I also have the moisture rich curl shampoo. I should have brought it, I'm an idiot. But you asked for conditioners, not shampoos, so here they are. I particularly love that this leave-in conditioner comes with a little spray, so it's just better for me to just put it everywhere without overdoing it. I use this leave-in conditioner, yes, on wash days right after washing my hair, but I've also used it to refresh my hair. If you want another leave-in conditioner recommendation from me, there's also these two. These are no strangers to my channel. This is the Verb Curl Leave-In Conditioner, and this is the Ceremonia Guava Leave-In Conditioner. They're both great, and especially what I love about them is that they're both very lightweight. The consistency of the Verb one is very liquidy, it's very milky. So it's never going to feel like it's gonna weigh your hair down or it's too heavy. And same thing with the Guava Leave-In Conditioner. This one is a little bit more creamy, but still, like, you can still see that little like milky consistency. It's nothing too thick that's going to make your hair feel mushy. So yeah, these are the types of leave-in conditioners that I always go for, because even though my hair is prone to dryness, it's still very easy for it to get weighed down. All right, somebody else asked, how are you currently refreshing your hair on non-wash days? Perfect. I literally just mentioned leave-in conditioners, and I have been using leave-in conditioners to refresh my hair. But then again, it kind of depends on what I see on my hair. Like if I see that my curls are starting to look a little stringy and not very well defined, I'll use water and a defining cream to refresh my hair. If I just see that all I have is an overall dry look, like my hair is just looking frizzy and thirsty, then I'll use water and a leave-in conditioner. But I will say that I only try refreshing my hair once, like in that period of time while I'm not washing my hair, because if I do it too much, all I do is just create product buildup on my hair, and my hair is very easily weighed down by product buildup. All right, somebody else asked, does your hair curl better when it's longer or shorter? Absolutely fucking longer, sister. And if you don't believe me, this is how my hair looked when it was shorter. There was very little definition. There was very little like curl clumpage. Like you could clearly see that my hair had the potential of curling up and looking wavier and curlier and whatnot, but while it was in that length, you could barely get a good fucking clump out of my hair. Now, clearly, it's a lot better. And my theory is my hair doesn't really curl from the root. It curls from here down. So if I cut my hair this short, I'm only gonna get just a little bit of curl definition. But once I let it grow, then I get way more clumps, way more ringlets, way more waves, way more just curl definition overall. The longer, the curlier. Speaking of hair growth, somebody asked, hey gorgeous, do you have any tips for hair changes that happen during hair growth? Thank you for thinking I'm gorgeous. And let me think about that one, because I definitely did go through a lot of like changes on my hair as it kept growing. It started getting a little heavier. It started getting frizzier and frizzier. My ends started getting drier than usual. It's just harder to maintain health on longer hair than it is to maintain health on shorter hair. And my number one tip is to keep it as moisturized as possible. That's so vague, but that was my number one thing that I had to all of a sudden keep track on how much moisture my hair actually needs. Because when my hair was shorter, you best believe that I wasn't deep conditioning every wash day. I wasn't using oils. I wasn't really detangling before going into the shower. I wasn't doing any of that shit because I didn't need it. And well, just, I don't know, patience, bro. Just see how it is that your hair reacts as it keeps growing. Keep a look at what it needs and just treat it with love and patience, because some days you're just gonna want to call it quits. All right, next question. So somebody asked, what protective style do you use when you sleep? Okay, this is one of the tips that you're gonna have to like work with when your hair grows. The way you sleep on your hair will determine 50% of how your hair is gonna look every day. Trust me. If you go to sleep with your hair down and then expect the next morning to look really fucking cute, no frizz, no tangles, no nothing, here, This is my invisible clown makeup because you're a clown. My favorite way of sleeping on my hair is using a satin scrunchie and a bonnet. And let's start a clip here of how it is that I do it. I basically just pineapple my hair up here with a satin scrunchie. I don't put it too tight. I maybe turn it around twice and then I put on a satin bonnet and call it a fucking night. All right, I think this is gonna be the last hair related question. Is there any way to have quite defined curls by using zero to minimal products? I love you, by the way. Love you too, sis. Okay, so using zero product. Listen, if you were one of those chosen goddesses of this world that can achieve perfect, beautiful definition without using any products, can I have some of your DNA? Because I don't have that. So about zero, girl, no, I have no recommendations, but minimal product, I can give you something. Actually, I recently made a video reviewing the AG Hair Care Curl Fresh Definer Cream, something like that. And all I used was one product as my styling product. And I did achieve beautiful definition on that video. If you haven't watched it, please go ahead and watch it so you can see that I'm not lying. I will say that my favorite way of doing it is by using two products, at least a defining cream and a gel. My go-to combo right now is still the Curlsmith Hold Me Softly Style Balm and the Diva Curl Supreme Defining Gel. I think that's pretty minimal. It's just two products. Hey, it's editing me. So I just realized that after giving you the video example and giving you product recommendation, I didn't actually answer your question, which was how to achieve definition using minimal product. And my personal answer is brush styling. If you go to that video where I review the AG Hair Care Curl Fresh, whatever the fuck, I show you how it is that I brush style my hair, and that is my actual answer. It really helps get you that definition while using very minimal product. Okay, bye. Alright, that's it. We're gonna call it a day. We're gonna call it quits on the questions. Thank you so much if you submitted questions. Also, thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. I hope this was helpful for you in terms of hair advice. I know this video was not the usual vibe. It was a lot more chill. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love to create more content like this where it's just like you and me having a chat, you know? And we can continue this chat down in the comments. So please make sure to leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram at NeverSeesMari06. And most importantly, girls, boys, gender non-binary, have a great rest of your day. Bye.